YouTube, what's the deal, man? What's good with it? It's your boy Real Talk. We back in the house, man. Ah, whoever shows up, thank you. If you tune in, announce yourself, and we're gonna have fun, man. We're doing a live stream tonight. We're talking about Holyfield, believing that the Tyson trilogy will generate $100 million. I don't. Meal two, Fred zero, my man. What's good? You are almost all the time the first. Jacob, what's good? Who else is in the house? You doing a vegan thing now? You doing a vegan thing, meal too? I didn't go straight vegan, man. I went vegetarian because I still like cheese. You know what I'm saying, and I still like eggs. But vegan is it's a tough one, but nevertheless, you'll get results, brother. You will get results. 8 in, 1 like. 8 in, there should be 8 likes. I'm challenging everybody, man. You know, since I didn't sneak through the back door on you guys. I want to try to get at least 100 people come in and chill out with us on this live stream. Now we're talking about Evander Holyfield, but you know, at the end of the day, we're going to be talking about all kinds of different stuff. That's just how I roll over here, Real Talk Boxing, man. We still got a little time. Kevin, what's good? Excuse me, y'all. I'm looking at something on my phone right now. What's going on, man? Hope I pronounced your name right. I suck at pronouncing names. But anyway, we got 6 in, 5 likes. I like the likes are closer to the people in. All right, man. This is going to be fun, y'all. This is going to be fun. I accept all comers, man. Y'all come in. If you're new to the channel, come in, check your boy Real Talk out. I even invite the trolls. If there's some trolls out there who want to come on and pop off the Real Talk on this live stream, come with it. I am. Come on with it, but I gotta let you know that you ain't just gonna be dealing with me. You're gonna be dealing with a handful of true supporters. So if you come in here trolling, you can come in. That's cool. You can state your business. You can state your opinion, but you probably gonna get your head busted. All right. We still gonna wait a little bit, man, because we got about 5 in the house. Turbo Fight Hub, you finally made it. Turbo was good, man. What's good? Hey, give little Miss Turbo a hug and a kiss for me, man. God bless you and your family. 1,000, brother. Or you may already be at 1,000. Last time I saw you were over 900. How crazy is that, Turbo? Holler at me, man. YouTube Boxing 6007. What's good, my man? Call me who? Agala? Am I right or am I wrong? Is that how you pronounce it? I suck at pronouncing names. You got me too, trolls. See, that's what I'm talking about. Turbo got my back. You don't want to talk about a true martial artist. When you dealing with Real Talk, all you dealing with is these hands. With Turbo, you dealing with these hands, these elbows, the knees, the feet. He is a true fighter, you dig? Who else on? Off-road, what's good, man? Everything shakes. My man in the house. What's good? Richard, what's going on, man? We got 10 in, 10 likes. This is the first time that I've had just as many likes as I have people in. Let's get 100, y'all. Let's get 100. We still got a little bit of time, so I'm going to sit here and talk a little bit of trash. Any questions right quick? We got 4 minutes before we jump in. Any questions? Anything anybody wants to know? You all right? That's Money Punch name. That's good. I like that. I actually pronounced somebody's name right the first time. That's what's up. Anybody got any questions, man? Because we got about 3 minutes. Any questions? Any questions about fights? Anything coming up before we jump into this? Because we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of other different stuff too. Excuse me while I drink. Do you think 2021 could be a sick year for boxing? As of right now, it looks kind of depressing as of right now. But things could change, you know what I'm saying? Things could change. It's still early. This is only the second month, you know, in the new year, so things could change. Andre, what's good, man? Real talk. I think Tyson knocks out or stops Holyfield this time around, unlike the first two fights. You see, the first two fights, man, Holyfield dominated, but this ain't gonna be no real fight, brother. There's nothing that Tyson is going to do in an exhibition that's going to be real. We saw that when he fought Roy Jones. Plus, Holyfield almost 60 years old, man. I don't think they're going to do that. What's your goal after you get under 200 pounds? Jacob, after I get under 200 pounds, man, my goal is to start sparring again. And, you know, if that goes well, if I got my wits about me, if I got, you know, my mechanics about me, and, you know, I'm in good enough shape and not too much wear and tear on my body, I'm letting the cat out the bag, man. I'm looking to try to do some type of exhibition myself. I mean, I ain't talking about nothing huge or televised, but maybe even stepping into a local tournament again. I mean, they don't hold local tournaments here around my hometown anymore. But, you know, a lot of things have to happen before I do this now. I'm not saying right now that, yeah, real talk jumping in the exhibition. I'm not saying that. A lot of things have to happen, and they have to happen correctly and at the right time. And if I feel that I'm capable, then sometime towards the end of the year, Lord willing, if I get under 200 pounds and if I'm feeling good, looking good, I'm going to try to get back in the ring, man. Nothing serious, though. What fight is Evander talking about, bro? He's talking about fighting Mike Tyson. And I actually thought this fight, well, let's go ahead and start. Since y'all give me questions, let's start. I actually thought that Holyfield was going to be, well, it was already etched in stone that he was going to be fighting Tyson in April on the next Trilogy event. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it is. I am in a car. I bought with Wilder money on Wilder versus... Hold on, let me read that. I am in a car bought with Wilder money on Wilder versus Fury fight. Are you serious? You bet on that fight and you made enough money to freaking buy a car? Am I reading that right? I might not be. I think Tyson Fury punching power is underrated, especially after the Wilder rematch. Boxing 6007. He hurts you with accumulated punishment. Fury doesn't have one punch power, but he has accumulated punishment. Hey, let me get on the task at hand right quick. I like Roy Jones. I don't think he likes Holyfield. Real talk. You gonna let us see the sparring? Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, if I get under 200 and if I can find some sparring, y'all, there's not a lot of people around here that can. I don't think we have a boxing gym. We used to have a boxing gym around here, but I don't know if it's still up and running because of the COVID. But you know. But if I ever spar you, I'll let you see the sparring. Whether I'm getting my head knocked off or not, I'll let you see the sparring, definitely. Okay, listen. We're going to jump into the... hold on. Let me holler at my boy Turbo. Yeah, real talk. Sparring in the ring would be great. 100. Yeah, it would be. BG in the house. Who else is in the house? You won $16,000, bro, on that fight? Well, you made the right choice, didn't you? All right, check it out. Let me get in on this, all right? And then we're going to get to talking some stuff. We're going to get to talking a little trash, and we're going to get to talking a little business. Evander Holyfield believes Mike Tyson Trilogy generates $100 million. No way. That's my opinion on it already. No way. Evander, the real deal Holyfield, believes that an exhibition match between him and Mike Tyson could generate $100 million. This year, it can be made. See, I thought the fight was already made. I thought it was under negotiations, but obviously not. The 58-year-old former two-division world champion Holyfield says the boxing public wants to see him and Tyson fight. I don't know about that. And they would be giving the world what they want to see. I just don't nobody want to see that, man. I don't, at least. Holyfield is 2-0 against Tyson, having beaten him by an 11th round knockout in 1996. I was a junior in high school when that fight happened, and a third round disqualification in their rematch in 1997. I had just moved to Grand Rapids, Michigan when that fight went down. I watched that live. It was believed after the second fight that Holyfield had closed the chapter in their rivalry, but as the saying goes, never say never. Tyson, 54, recently came back and fought to an 8-round draw against 52-year-old Roy Jones Jr. On November 28th. Many boxing fans were disappointed that both fighters appeared to be taking it easy and not trying to hurt each other. That fight was staged. That fight was rehearsed. It was premeditated. If you don't know that, then you're crazy. The fight brought in good numbers on pay-per-view, which suggests that Tyson could continue to bring in money for these types of events. The way that Holyfield is pushing for the Tyson Trilogy match has people believing that he's broke and in need of money. According to Celebrity Net Worth, Holyfield's net worth as of right now is $1 million. $1 million. If correct, it is far below what his net worth was during the height of his career. I think Holyfield needs money. Now, when you look at Holyfield, a 58-year-old man, he looks immaculate. He looks in great shape. He looks great. But his motor skills aren't there, y'all. His motor skills aren't there. I've seen him on the bag. I've seen him on hand mitts. He is like so slow, man. He is slower than molasses with his punches, man. And he doesn't seem like his motor skills are there. I believe that Holyfield needs money. That's why he wants this fight. And saying that he thinks it'll generate 100 mil, no way in the world. No way in the world. And if they get anything close to 100 million in this event as a whole, a lot of it will be due to Jake Paul. Mike Tyson isn't stupid. There's a reason why he wants Jake Paul on his cards, and Trilla wants Jake Paul on the cards, because he brings new fans and he brings revenue. I'm talking with my hands. I don't know why I'm doing this so much. But anyway, in any event, in this case, Trilla and Mike Tyson, they need Jake Paul. They quickly turn to Jake Paul. Y'all know I take him so seriously, right? I take Jake Paul so seriously. But let's be honest. The dude brings new fans. He brings bodies. He brings, more pay-per-view buys. It's just, it is what it is. But this event in April, Trilla's putting on, it's going to have a stacked undercard, not just Jake Paul either. Because the last Trilla event in November, the undercard wasn't really stacked. You had Badu Jack, which, he did a great job. Once he saw the dude wasn't a threat, he kind of let off the gas, and he carried the dude for 8 rounds. I honestly think he should have stepped it up and probably got him out with a body shot in the 4th or 5th round. But, he kind of felt sorry for the guy. But we need a stacked undercard for this event. Because if Holyfield thinks that him and Tyson can generate $1 million, just do the fight alone. Just do the event alone with just you and Mike Tyson, Holyfield, and see how much you generate. Won't be near 100 million. Y'all need Jake Paul, or y'all need the undercard. So I'm hoping for a stacked undercard. But as far as Mike Tyson and Holyfield being a true fight, it's just not, no. These guys are old, y'all. They're the wrong move. They could kill each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's age. Age brings about a change. You know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna allow them to put themselves in a situation where they would be seriously hurt, like a longevity injury, or maybe possibly getting killed in the ring, because these guys are old and they're not durable anymore. Now, Holyfield, I don't think it's a good match for Mike Tyson. If this was a true fight, not an exhibition, I think Mike Tyson would beat the brakes off Holyfield. I honestly and truly do. I don't think it would be a mismatch. In my opinion, it would be a mismatch. But you've had some people talking about, well, what about Shannon Briggs? They don't want Shannon Briggs in there with Mike Tyson, man. Have y'all seen Shannon Briggs? Shannon Briggs is a monster, y'all. This dude's a monster. He's a tank, man. He's a juggernaut. Shannon Briggs, he's old. I mean, I don't think he's quite 50 yet. Maybe he's 48. Maybe he's 50. But Shannon Briggs will still hurt. Shannon Briggs could beat Deontay Wilder. Shannon Briggs right now could beat what's my name? Martin. Charles Martin. He could beat calibers of fighters of calibers of a heavyweight of that caliber. He can beat right now Shannon Briggs. And Shannon Briggs already said, I ain't about this exhibition, man. I am not about this exhibition. I'm getting in there and I'm finna throw bricks. You know, I'm trying to hurt somebody. So Mike Tyson better stay away from Shannon Briggs unless he seriously sits down and talks to Shannon and be like, Shannon, look, you can't be trying to hurt me, bro. I'm gonna pay you $3 million, but this is just an exhibition. You know what I'm saying? So chill out. You know, chill out on all this trying to hurt me, bro. He ain't trying to do that right now. He's not trying to do that with Shannon Briggs, but I honestly want to see Shannon Briggs back in the ring in a real fight because Shannon Briggs is a monster. The guy's in immaculate shape, and he is huge, y'all. He is huge. But back to the undercard, man. I really want this undercard to be stacked, and it's going to have to be stacked to outdo the first event. I believe that they can outdo the first event, but we need a stacked undercard. Most definitely need a stacked undercard because for the most part, Jake Paul is going to be carrying all this on his shoulders. I ain't taking nothing away from Mike Tyson because people are going to show up just to see Mike walk to the ring. But to get in the ring with Evander Holyfield, I seriously hope that they don't match them up, this coming April. I hope they match Tyson up with somebody else. Just not Holyfield and definitely not Shannon, the Shannon Briggs, because Shannon, man, I had an opportunity to FaceTime with him on Instagram. I seen Shannon Briggs this morning. I was on his Instagram and he was doing mitt work. And this dude was killing the mitts, man. And Shannon is crazy. Shannon, in between rounds, Shannon would just go to the camera, look at the camera and be like, try me. Try me. And he had this sinister smile on his face. His eyes was all big. I was tripping, man. I'm like, I wouldn't try you, big boy. Nowhere in the world I would try you. Let's get to the comments down here. 100 mil, if they talk grease and wrestling at the press conference, I think they straight. Hold on. I think they straight. Mike was a different dude then. What is the best way to lose weight? For me, because everybody's different, y'all. Everybody's body's different, and what works for me wouldn't necessarily work for the next guy or the next person. Weight loss for me, when I stopped eating meat, when I let go of the hamburgers, the meat, the French fries, the fried foods, things started to change, man. Because I've always worked out. I've always been a gym rat, but I ate what I wanted to eat whenever I wanted to eat it. At night, in the middle of the night, 2 Burger King meals a day. I'm talking about big double meat burgers. When I stopped all that, that's when the weight loss. 90% of weight loss and dieting and losing weight has to do with what you're putting in your mouth. It's your diet. It's what you're eating. You're not going to lose weight if you're eating like crap. And if you eat like crap, you're going to feel like crap. Meat, for me, was killing me. When I stopped eating the meat, and even if you can't stop eating meat all the way, but if you can stop eating red meat, pork, and crap like that, chicken, turkey, fish, okay. But I don't eat meat at all anymore, at all. I'm a vegetarian. I'm not a vegan, but I'm a vegetarian because I still eat cheese. And sometimes I will eat an egg. But when I stopped eating meat and started dieting properly, eating my food in moderation, and stopped eating after a certain, time of the afternoon, mixed with my workouts, the weight just started rolling off. So that's how I lost weight, to answer your question. All right, let's keep it going down. You remember Holyfield's house back in the day? Yeah, I remember it. And he went bankrupt trying to keep that house, man. All right. Holyfield is a bigger name than Roy Jones. I think it's possible to get $100 million. Seriously, Boxing 6007, you really think that? I mean, I honestly don't, man. I don't think that they can do it themselves. They're going to have a stacked card. You know what I'm saying? It's the money and Jake Paul's. It's the money and Jake Paul and the new fans. Yeah, it is, Turbo. It's the money he brings, and it's the new fans that he brings. It's the people and the revenue. You know what I'm saying? And he does bring excitement because a lot of people tune in just to see him get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? What's my thoughts on Anderson Gibbs? Sylvia Surfer? My thoughts on Anderson Gibbs is that I want to fight him. I would fight Anderson Gibbs in an exhibition, and I believe I would beat Anderson Gibbs. That's my thoughts on him. Are you talking about as far as a boxer and a YouTuber? I don't think he's a good boxer at all. I really don't. I think he's not a good boxer. And I would love to fight an exhibition with Anderson Gibbs. Real talking that needs some gives. Make it happen. I agree, definitely. Skills have declined. Jake Paul says the undercard on April 17th will be a mixture of pro boxers and social media stars. Right there. I mean, you got the hybrid. I wish the whole undercard was mixed martial artists and YouTubers and boxers and pro boxers. I think that would be cool. Holyfield should pretend he's still angry about his ear. BG, Holyfield's not mad about his ear. He said he forgave Mike Tyson when he went back to the dressing room the night of the fight. He said he forgave him. And we all know Mike Tyson was going through all kinds of crazy stuff. Mike was tripping back then, man. Mike wasn't, I mean, he's better now, but Briggs can't beat Wilder, dude. Come on. Gerald Washington, maybe, not Wilder. Lil Young Pharaoh, is that your name, brother? You don't think Shannon Briggs can beat Deontay Wilder right now? Hey, man, hey, that's your opinion, and I respect it. It's a matter of opinion, and I understand why you're saying what you're saying, but I follow Shannon Briggs. I see Shannon Briggs sparring and working out. You know what I'm saying? I believe I would put my money on Shannon Briggs against Deontay Wilder and not even watch the fight. He stepped to Deontay Wilder. Have you seen that? When Deontay Wilder won the WBC and Lennox Lewis was there too. Shannon Briggs called him out. He was like, you know who I'm talking about, you young blood. I want your belt. What's up? And then Deontay was like, who have you fought? What do you mean who has Shannon Briggs fought? Shannon Briggs was like, you standing right beside him. Lennox Lewis. Yeah, I lost, but Lennox Lewis was in his prime. Briggs was like, I tell you what, here's my phone number. You ain't called yet. You ain't called yet. They gave you the belt, sir. They gave you the belt. I love him, man. I love Briggs. Briggs is a monster, still dangerous. You are right, Turbo. Do you think Jake Paul beats Ben Askren? I think Jake Paul knocks Ben Askren out within 2 rounds. Saying that it will go the distance because Ben Askren does have a chin, but we're not talking about a young Ben Askren. We're not talking about an active Ben Askren. We're talking about an older, not training, hip replacement Ben Askren. I don't think Ben's gonna stay in for 2 rounds, man. I really don't. And that's the reason why they picked Ben now. Come on. Jake's not gonna put himself in high risk danger just yet. Keeps fighting, he's gonna have to up the level of competition, and we'll eventually see Jake get beat. If he steps out of pocket and get too brave and fight somebody, I want to see him fight Poirier in a boxing match. What I say, Briggs would smack up Tyson, in my opinion. BG, you right. BG London, he would, man. Briggs ain't no joke. Briggs ain't no exhibition fighter, man. He's an older guy, but he's still fit enough to get in there and fight top 20 heavyweight opposition, in my opinion. Jake Paul knocks out Ben Askren in 1 round. I believe that. 6007, I believe that. I say 2 rounds, but I think the first round, Ben's getting knocked out. If they do co-main events with like Chavez Jr. and some title eliminators, undercards, I think they get 100 mil. Yes, yeah, definitely, man. The undercard has to be stacked. Has to be. Joshua, what's good? Do you think if Jake beats Ben Askren, then beats a semi-pro boxer, he should move on from trying to fight KSI? From my understanding, KSI doesn't want to fight. It's what Jake is saying. KSI don't want to fight. I would like to see KSI versus Jake Paul, but Jake Paul is getting to a level to where he's just leaving the YouTubers behind. Like his level. This is what y'all got to understand about Jake, all right? Jake is a celebrity, but Jake is serious about boxing. He's training, y'all. Jake said, I ain't even drinking. For a 24-year-old man to say that I'm training and not drinking, that says a lot. He says, I'm getting adequate amount of sleep. I'm training. I'm sparring professionals. Jake is taking it seriously, and that's why it looks so easy when he's in there with YouTubers. Because it's not Jake's fault that they're not training like he is. Jake is a perfectionist, man. He's a hard worker. Yeah, he's a snot-nosed, arrogant, freaking immature kid at sometimes, but when it comes to boxing, he's serious with it, man, and that's what I see. We need more belts. We need more fighters. We don't need more belts, Bobby Cash. I can tell you that much. We don't need more belts. All these organizations is a contribution to the downfall of freaking boxing. I look like Shannon Briggs. Man, people tell me that. But see, Shannon ain't got a full beard. This is a full beard, homie. You understand that? This is a full beard. Shannon just got this right here. Now, maybe if I cut the size of her, maybe, yeah, I can see that. Real talk. You know, you're an inspiration. I'm off to sleep. Much love and respect to my, much love and respect and inspiration to your channel. Respect to you, my friend. Hey, Turbo, I appreciate it, man. You get some good sleep. Turbo is all the way in London, y'all. That's why he finna go to bed. Thank you for tuning in, brother. I really appreciate it, man. God bless you and your family. KSI Coach says he wants KSI to fight 2 to 3 times before fighting Jake. Joshua, I mean, yeah. Am I saying Joshua or is that Jose? I'm always saying your name wrong. I don't know where I get Joshua from. Ain't no H in your name. My bad, bro. But yeah, KSI does need some fights before he said he's not on the level of Paul is right now. He's leaving these YouTubers behind because the kid is anyway. Shannon Briggs should take the fight with Mike Tyson. What else does Briggs have? Who's going to fight him? Nobody's going to fight Briggs because they're not going to take that risk. If he takes the fight with Mike Tyson, they're going to have to sit him down and explain to him like a little kid. Listen, we can't have you throwing big punches. We can't have you going crazy. You know, let's go champ, man. You got to chill. That's how they're going to have to talk to Briggs because Briggs, I think, would seriously hurt Mike Tyson. Askren is a real pro. He will whoop Jake. I don't think so. We'll see in April. Jake will murk Askren. Hey, you took my word. Hey, he will murk him. It will happen. Briggs can't beat King Kong Ortiz. 38 Alpha. Briggs can't beat King Kong Ortiz. I'm not going to say he can, and I'm not going to say he can't, but it will be a great fight. I would love to see it. I think it's a 50-50 fight. Put it that way. I like that fight, man. I never thought of that, bro. Ortiz versus Briggs. I like that, homie. I like that. I think KSI would work on his technique against Jake. His style of swinging widely and rapidly on his great stamina against Logan won't work against Jake. Nah, it won't work against Jake. Logan can't fight anyway, man. Logan can't fight. No, me, I would have to go to rehab like Pookie from New Jack City. What you know about Pookie from New Jack City, man? You took me back right there. Hey, listen, the first 2 weeks, I was ready to kill everybody and everything. Like, I wanted to punch through every freaking wall I could come across. I was having withdrawals and headaches. You're right, man. It's like freaking crack. But once I got past the 2 weeks and I started getting the benefits from not eating meat, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all the benefits from not eating meat. We're going to change the subject right now. I told y'all we was going to talk about all kinds of stuff. I'm going to leave the comments alone because this is serious to me. Because I am a believer in not eating meat. When I started reaping the benefits of not eating meat, the first thing that happened, I started noticing a change in my stamina. You know, I would go from doing 8 rounds on the bag to 10 rounds on the bag. 2 minutes around or 3 minutes around. There was even times where I was doing 30 minutes straight on the bag, non-stop punching. Now, I wasn't trying to kill the bag with every single punch, but I was punching that bag for 30 minutes straight. And when I would get tired, I wouldn't stay tired long. Your stamina goes through the roof. Not eating meat helps your libido. For y'all who don't know that. It helps your libido. All my wife had to do is like, hey, what's going on? Boop. Maybe that might be too much information. But shoot, my wife was like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Whoop. Maybe too much information, but I'm just telling you the truth. My sleep got way better. When I sleep, I snore. I shapeshift into a werewolf when I go to sleep. I'm talking mouth wide open. I'm talking about howling. And I used to wake up with a sore throat. I used to wake up with drool all in my beard, snail trails all down my arm. It's like how do you get slob underneath here? You understand what I'm saying? I would wake up, I would hawk up snot loogies. I would wake up with headaches. I don't do that no more, man. And then the weight loss started happening. When I started this, I was 238, 240 pounds. I'm 210 right now, y'all. And that was like 7.5 months ago. So not eating meat, I'm telling you, you benefit by it, man. Listen, I'm from Texas, homeboy. I'm cornbread fed meat and potatoes all day, every day. And I had a homeboy. I'm talking about his past. I have a really good friend, a brother of mine by the name of Pete. Pete started working at my facility. He was like, man, I'm a vegan. I'm like, what you, an alien or something? What you talking about? A vegan? Were you from another planet? What you talking about? You don't eat meat, bro? And I thought he was so crazy. He's like, man, I'm telling you. Like what I'm telling you, he was telling me. He was telling me. And, I gave it a try for like 2 days. And, wasn't good for me. I couldn't know. Gotta have meat. I'm like Arby's. We have the meats. I had to have it. But I went to my a doctor's appointment, my yearly checkup. And it wasn't good, man. They started talking about cholesterol medicine. They started talking about borderline diabetes. They started talking about all kinds of stuff that wasn't good. And I'm like, man, all I do is work out. How am I this way? It's all those burgers, real talk. It's all those fries. It's all those potato chips. You know what I'm saying? It's all that crap you eating, bro. You don't eat nothing good. You don't even drink water. You know what I'm saying? I would go through a jug of freaking fruit juice. I would drink a jug of orange juice in a day. Man, killing myself, man. I had to make a change. And when I stopped eating meat, everything changed, man. Everything changed. And when I tell you, it helps out an old man, it helps out an old man. Boop! Anyway, let's get back to this. KSI is sloppy and uncoordinated. Jake beats him easy. Who is that? Jose, I agree with you. We need less belts, if anything. Thank you. We need one belt. One belt, undisputed. You got the belt, you the man. We don't need 12 different belts. Freaking organization. I believe Shannon, the Shannon Briggs, could take it to anyone fighting today. Shannon ain't no joke. You know, what's your name? Jabber J? You know what you're talking about, brother. Y'all need to quit sleeping on Shannon Briggs. Go to his Instagram. That's all I got to say. Go to his Instagram and check out his work. Shannon hurt somebody, man. We need less ball boys and more fighters. Less prima donnas. Bobby Cash, you are right. God bless you and your family from Turbo Fight Hub. Thanks, brother. Gibb was ducking and slipping a lot of Jake's punches. I think he didn't show his potential that night. His stance was too wide. He did have a wide stance, man. Hey, what's going on? Hey, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Kijm. Didn't I speak to you today on my Instagram? Is that you? What's good? What is good? My dad almost arrested Shannon in West Orange. Are you serious? Shannon can't get wild, man. When he get amped up, it's hard to calm him down. I want to see AJ and Fury. Hey, Quan, Big Guns. That's the fight I'm waiting on. Undisputed. All the belts. Whoever win this fight is the man. Whoever win this fight is the man. Let's see who else in the house. I'd love to see him and Tyson actually get after it. I would too. If that was the case, everything shakes. If that was the case. I don't think that's going to be the case, but man, why not? I mean, they're grown men. Let them go. Let them go. Just let them go. And see what happens. That's what I want to see too. No, bruh. Let them fight. Mike did not fight Roy. It was all for the money. I think Mike training to hurt someone could be interesting. Man, man. You talking about Holyfield or you talking about Briggs? Richard, who you talking about, bro? Because these exhibitions, I don't think none of them are going to be real fights with Mike Tyson, at least. Oh, Jake gonna be knocking people out. But Mike's on. I mean, come on. I just don't think that the any fight with Mike Tyson in an exhibition is gonna be a real fight. I don't. Briggs would knock out Ortiz in 3. Fighter fan 30. You might, hey, I'm not sleeping on Briggs. I like Briggs, y'all. He's a big crazy dude, but I like him. And Ortiz, I mean, he's old too and kind of slow. I want to see that fight. We should push for that fight. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a video on that fight, and I'm gonna get other people's opinion. Right now, who do y'all think wins? Shannon Briggs or King Kong Ortiz? I'm leaning towards Briggs, man. Briggs versus Tyson, no exhibition, would get very bloody and wild. Tyson would get knocked out. I'm telling you, man. Tyson would get knocked out by Shannon Briggs. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And Shannon Briggs said to myself, man, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. He said, I ain't about no exhibitions. If they're talking something real, then let's do it. I think Shannon Briggs will render Mike Tyson unconscious. May be wrong, but that's what I think. Entertaining. These dudes need to retire. Or they actually are. They're fighting exhibitions. So, I mean, why not get that money? It's hard to retire when there's all that money out there. You know what I'm saying? When you could go in and fight a fake fight and make millions of dollars. Come on, man. I know for a fact I'd do it. Fury is scared to fight Wilder, knowing Wilder wants to KO him real bad. Quan Big Guns. What'd you just say? Let me read this again. Fury is scared to fight Wilder, knowing Wilder wants to KO him real bad. Quan Big Guns. You listening to me? Is that what you just said? Somebody blowing me up on Instagram. Big Guns. You serious? Let me get a drink of water. Let me get a drink of the Sunny. Quan Big Guns. I'm finna lead the comments along right now, y'all. I'm finna lead the comments along because he talking about my favorite fighter, Deontay Wilder. So Fury is scared to fight down. Are you serious or are you just trying to rile me up? I'll take it as you serious. All right. First of all, man, listen, no disrespect. Y'all know how I am. I like to keep it friendly and fun. But Tyson Fury has already beat. Who is blowing me up on Instagram, bro? Tyson Fury already beat Deontay Wilder twice. Not once, but twice. Even though he got knocked down 2 times in the first fight, Tyson Fury won. He won. Okay, that's not even said. Let's say it was a draw. Should have been a draw. I'll do that. Did you see the second fight? Okay, here's the difference between a depleted, dehydrated, skinny Tyson Fury versus a in shape, boxing shape, an actual training camp, training for a fight. 271-pound Tyson Fury. That's the difference. If Deontay Wilder couldn't beat the depleted, skinny, dehydrated Tyson Fury, what made people think that he was going to beat the 271-pound who's actually training for a fight, not training to lose weight? So you think that Tyson Fury is ducking or scared to fight Deontay Wilder because he's afraid of getting knocked out. He didn't come close to getting knocked out in that second fight, now did he? And he even got touched a couple of times right on the freaking mouth with that straight right hand of Deontay Wilder. Nothing happened. He didn't buckle. He didn't show any signs of being hurt. But I tell you what, he mauled Deontay Wilder. So you really think he's scared to fight Deontay Wilder because he's afraid of getting knocked out? He ain't got nothing to be afraid of anymore because he did get knocked out in that first fight, but he woke up. And if anything, Deontay Wilder is afraid to fight Tyson Fury. Thus, all the allegations. Thus, all the excuses. Thus, all the pointing the finger. The mediation? Wasn't that supposed to be for a rematch? A third fight? We will not see Deontay Wilder in the boxing ring again. Ever. Ever. Remember that. What's the date today? February the 10th, 2021. Remember, Real Talk said it. We won't see Deontay Wilder in the ring again, y'all. We won't. He never wanted to fight Tyson Fury again. He thought Tyson Fury was an easy touch. The first time around, this dude's 400 pounds. He's on drugs. He's got mental issues. I'm going to beat him. I'm going to beat him. Backfired on you. So, Big Guns, I can't agree with that. I respect you, though. I respect your opinion, but I don't agree with that. But the world eating so much meat is one of the biggest contributors to climate change. Props, bro. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm cracking you up. That's what we do over here, Real Talk. Okay, Jake has good technique. Askren doesn't. Jake has power, speed. Askren doesn't. Thus, Askren getting knocked out within 2 rounds. You are straight on point right there, my man. Jose. I'm 15 years old, 6'4", 310 pounds. You a big dude. You a big little boy. God dang, 15 years old, 6'4", 310 pounds. You a big little boy. Good Lord, man. 77-inch reach. You box, man? YouTuber. Boxing 6007. If you box, send me some footage, man. I'll highlight you, bro. You was a big little boy. A big little boy. You hear me? Good Lord, man. 15, you know how much I weighed at 15? At 15, I was like 168 pounds. I couldn't get over 200 pounds in high school. I played football. I wanted to get big. I could not break 180. Could not break 180. 5'8", 180. But I played varsity and I was on starting defense and I would knock your block. Run through the middle if you want to. Run a trap. Run a 30-run trap through the middle if you want to. This little short midget was going to knock your block off. I was mean on that football field. What's going on, Mr. Dixon? What's the deal? You hit that like? You didn't hit the like this, did you? Did you do the back knuckle? Because that's what's hip now. We hit the like this now. We don't hit it like that. Boop. You understand? Sorry, off topic. Do you eat rice, milk, sugar, pasta, bread? I try to stay. I do not eat pasta whatsoever, BG London. I don't mess with pasta. I don't mess with rice. But I do still eat some wheat bread. It's hard to get that wheat bread up. But there are some times when I go like a full week without eating bread at all. But as far as rice and pasta and whole milk, no, I don't do milk. I do almond milk and I do soy milk. I don't do whole milk. I'm going to tell y'all something, man. You can go on YouTube and watch these dairy cows. You know, getting on these pump machines and they're sucking the milk out of the teat. If you watch that video and you see what sometimes comes out of that, they get an infection sometimes in their teeth, bro. And sometimes that infection gets in that milk, and sometimes y'all be drinking that milk and y'all drinking that infection. That snot, man. That snot juice. Y'all be drinking snot juice. If you watch that video, you wouldn't drink milk again, whole milk again in your entire life. Snot juice. Gibb got smashed. Laugh out. He did get smashed. Will AJ versus Fury be on the Zone or PBC? I have no idea. I have no idea, man. I don't know. Listen, YouTube, Boxing 6007. Are you a boxer? Do you have footage? Because you a big little boy. I want to see if you have footage, man. Send me some footage, man. God dang, 6'4", 310, man. Good Lord of mercy. That's a big boy. Jake finna sleep Askren, definitely. A lot more belts and fighters. No belts, fighters. We need some fighters with some nuts who ain't scared to fight another freaking world champion. I thought Tyson was fighting in a real fight. I don't think so, Henry. I don't think he is. I think it's going to be an exhibition. Povetkin versus Ortiz. I think Povetkin wins that fight. That's what I think. Talk about Briggs, bro. But Ortiz would be a great fight. It would. That would be. I want to see that, man. They need to make that happen right there. Briggs wins. I feel you, 6007. Let me get way down here, man, because I'm way behind, man. We got 30 on and 35 likes. I appreciate you guys. See, we talk about a topic for a little bit, and then we go way off in left field. Not this left. This left. We go off in left field, and we talk about all kinds of stuff, man. And that's why I like doing live streams, man. It is so cool to interact with y'all, man. Because to me, this was all about. I don't really even like posting videos about freaking boxing news no more. I really don't. I'm going to start doing lives. I'm going to try to do a live every single day if I can, man. Just to communicate with the people, man. Because this is what it's really about. To get it raw and uncut. I ain't got no notes. I read what I read off freaking news, boxing 24 news. But I don't really have no notes. A lot of people, when you see some boxing YouTubers, they be talking to you and you see them doing this. You see them doing this. You see them doing this. They reading their notes. Freestyling over here, homeboy. We freestyle. I did read that off the internet just then, but right now we freestyling, baby. If Digi trained hard, could he beat Jake in a boxing fight? Didn't he already fight? Didn't he already beat Digi? Oh, you mean and Bryce, so you mean in a rematch? Because Digi was okay. Digi was okay. He was way better than Gibb, I can tell you that much. LDBC got a new front man. Drew Titan? What you mean? Who y'all talking about? Y'all talking about the Elemental P boys over there, huh? Fight Fan 30. Hey, push me up on that info, bro. My mom is signing me up for private boxing lessons. I live in a small town in Canada. Oh, you a Canadian in the house. So you're getting private boxing lessons. Bro, I wish you was here in Texas. I would give you private boxing lessons. I really would. 6'4", 310, 15 years old. You a big little boy. You a real big little boy, man. Hey, I tell you what, man. Once you start training and you start getting footage, it ain't got to be you fighting just on a hand miss or anything or working out. Shoot it to me, man. I highlight you, bro. I highlight you for real. You know that. Left field. Where's the cows? Are getting milked. Hey, man, you leave it. Hey, listen. I'm telling you, if y'all watch that video of them cows getting milk with that infection and that snot milk, man, y'all leave that mess alone. Jake still beats Digi. Right now, I do believe so. Right now. Digi barely trained for Jake Paul, so who knows? Did he? I don't know what he did. Fannin from LDBC said Fury versus AJ is a cover-up for court case Wilder has on Fury. Fury is trying to make the public overlook his court case. Wilder is winning. I mean, listen, hey, maybe. But how is he going to win a court case on accusations alone? You ain't got no proof. You don't have no proof. Bro, if you watch the interview of Deontay Wilder and Brian Custer, he made himself out to be a liar in that interview. Just watch that. If you haven't watched that interview, watch the Brian Custer Deontay Wilder interview. And then come talk to me if you hadn't already watched it. That interview alone lets you know everything you need to know about Deontay Wilder. I'm telling you. There I go on my hands again. Like I'm going to poke somebody in the eye. Who's a better boxer, DG or KSI? DG, I think. KSI is a brawler, man. I think KSI will beat Digi, but I think Digi has a better technique. Thanks, Real Talk. By the way, if you're 5'8", how tall were you at 15? If you remember. At 15, I was probably about 5'7". I was probably about 5. I was real short, man. Short and thick. You know, at 15, like I said, I was about 168 pounds. And I was playing junior varsity ball. Y'all understand, man? When we come up, we was athletes coming up here in Texas, and our school wasn't academic, man. Y'all can tell by my grammar and my posts, my punctuations all over. We were a school based on sports, which means if you were good in sports, they passed you. You didn't have to pass in school; they would pass you if you were good, just so you could play on Friday nights. That's sad to say. It's the truth, though. And I grew up playing football all through school. You get what I'm saying? And if I was big enough, I probably would have played college. I probably would have played college ball if I was bigger, maybe. But man, football was my passion. So when I started football, I moved to Michigan, and I wasn't doing anything. But I've always been in love with boxing, so I went to the local box. We had like 20 boxing gyms on the same block in Grand Rapids, bro. There's no shortages of boxing gyms. The first time I went to a boxing gym, I stayed for 2 weeks and I quit. It was too rough. I got hit in the face and I was like, this is not for me. I don't like it. Hit me in my nose. My nose is big. But when I turned 20, 2 years later, I was still in Michigan. I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna try this out. So I went to the Blues gym, man, and I stuck with it. Started sparring, got beat up a whole lot. Got good enough to where I could actually beat up some guys in the gym. Fought in the 2000 Golden Gloves in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Won my first fight, if I remember correctly. It was I either won 1 or 2 fights. Maybe it was my first fight I won, and the second fight I got murked. I quit in the ring. I quit. I never forgot that day, and I still see that like vividly right now. And after I quit, I didn't box for 2 years because I was disgusted with myself. But then when I moved back to Texas, I saw these local tournaments, and I was like, I'm getting in it. And I told myself I'm not gonna quit. They're gonna have to kill me, and I never quit again. True story. Man, it's almost been 50 minutes, man. Hey, listen. I'm 6'3", 15, 120 pounds. You little. But ain't nothing wrong with that. 6'3" is tall, and 120, bro. You like, guy, you got, man. I mean, are you lanky, or do you have some type of substance to you? 6'3" and 120? Whoa. Man, my daughter almost as big as you. My daughter's a thick little girl, man. My daughter's probably about 90 pounds. She thick, boy. Short, thick like her daddy and her mama, too. I hope she ain't built like her mama. She gonna have problems when she get to high school because her mama is, I'm talking about good thick. Hey, man, listen. I could talk to you guys all freaking night. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really can. And I hate I didn't answer all you guys' questions. But I'm gonna do a live. My next live stream, we're gonna stay on for hours. Whoever is willing to stay on with me for 2 hours, next live stream, that's what we're gonna do. As long as my phone can stay charged, that's what we're gonna do. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for chiming in and just conversating with your boy Real Talk Boxing, man. I appreciate it. I always do. So listen. We're going to start doing live streaming, man. Like frequently. I like this, man. I don't care if I get 20, 30 people chime in. So what? Y'all my true supporters. Y'all my boys. Y'all my homies. Y'all my homettes. I don't know if I have many female subscribers, but if I do, what's good, baby girl? What's good? Thank you guys for tuning in, man. It humbles me. It really, really does. We're going to keep trying to put out this footage, man, and interacting with each other. You understand what I'm saying? So stay tuned for some more stuff, man. As always, respect all, fear none, God bless. Till the next time, Real Talk Boxing, baby. We up and we out of here. Stop drinking that milk and stop eating that meat. You understand what I'm saying? Peace out, man. God bless. Yeah, buddy.